Hey everybody. So a good friend of mine is actually dropping his truck off to get the oil changed, and I'm going to go pick him up. But while I am at the Chevy dealership, I'd figure I'd take a look at either a 2500 or a 3500 HD truck that they have. Before buying my Ford F450, I actually test drove a Denali, a GMC Denali, as well as a Ram 3500 at both respective dealers, and came to the conclusion that the Ford was the better choice for me. It was a better fit, which I've pointed out in a lot of my videos if you've been following along. But I figured while I'm at a Chevy dealership, I know that the Chevy and GMC trucks are pretty much the same thing. I figured I'd take a look at a 2500 or a 3500 HD. I don't think this dealership has any dualies on the lot, but still it'd be nice to kind of take a look at what those trucks are all about. All right, so I'll be back shortly. So this is actually a 2016 Chevy Duramax 2500 HD, and this is the High Country Edition. I do like that they have the spotlights on the side of the mirror, something that Ford added to the sides as well. These are a little bit different, but it's pretty nice that they're putting these LED spotlights on the side. There's also more leaf springs. On the Super Duty you get 3 with 1 overload. On this one you get 5 leaf springs. I don't know how that really affects the quality. I know that a lot of folks say that the Chevy actually has a better ride than the Ford does. If I had more time, I'd probably take this one out. One thing I did notice about the frame on the Silverado or the 2500, it's not very tall. I mean, if you look at the full frame section, it looks like it might be right at 4.5, maybe 5 inches tall over this area right here. I know the new box frame on the Super Duty is at least a couple inches taller than that, but what I did notice again is that this actual gauge material of the metal is much thicker. That being said, you can definitely tell it's a wax material on the frame here, because you can actually scrape it off the frame, and that's pretty sad. But I really don't know why they don't e-coat their frames, just to add that extra layer of protection. And you can see where the bolts and some of the other parts are almost fully exposed and don't actually have that wax coating on them. But yeah, it's pretty crazy that you can just literally scrape the wax off of the truck and the frame itself. Overall, the truck's a really nice truck. This one doesn't have the hitch prep package. I think they just started offering that in 2016, so you can get the 5th wheel hitch, something that Ford and Ram have been offering since I believe 2011. This does have a spray-in liner, of course. I've always liked the wheel options that you get with the Chevy Silverado. They put really pretty looking wheels on these trucks. They look really nice. It has a pretty nice interior. I'm not too fond actually of the shape of how they do the material around the dash. I actually like my current Super Duty dash better, but the seats, the center console, it's all real nice. Overall, these are really nice trucks. I like the fact that they're going to be upping them to, I think, 445 horsepower and 910 pound-feet of torque on the 2017 model. It's not supposed to be very much different from this model, except, again, for a hood scoop that's going to be right on the front to allow more air to come into the engine, and that's supposed to help it produce the additional power. It is nice that GM puts front parking sensors on their trucks, though, something that you don't get on any model of the Super Duty, though you do get a front camera if you opt for that package on the Super Duty, which is really nice. One thing I really like about the Ford is that in the gas tank you actually have your DEF nozzle directly beside, or cap directly beside, the fuel cap, so you can fill it all up in the same general location. I do like on the Ford how the mirrors have power extend and retract features, whereas on the Chevy and GMC you don't have that feature. Another area where you can see the wax coating coming off. The other thing you'll notice is that the front suspension components are e-coated on the Silverado and the GMC, whereas the frame itself is wax coated, which is interesting. I hope this video has provided some information on this truck. Like I said, I don't have anything against Chevy, GMC, or Ram vehicles, but I specifically bought my Ford because I liked a lot of the features on it. But I hope you liked the video. If you do, please like and subscribe. Thank you.